Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Chauskas, where we're going to have a look at the markets, what's happening with them right now, what levels to watch out for later. But as always, before we continue, let's have a quick read through our risk disclaimer. Now, the content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. As always, a few seconds for you to read the rest and we can continue. So, before we jump into the charts, quick reminder of our JFD Brokers research page here, which we update on a daily basis, and you can go in and have a look at different analyses that we do on a day, every day, and different trading shoutouts, and of course in different languages as well. So guys, feel free to visit us here, and I think you can find something useful for yourself. But for now, let's have a look at the markets. So the first one I want to start looking at is the FTSE 100. So the FTSE is giving us and showing us a nice sell-off right now. It's moving lower. It's breaking this upwards moving trend line here. Certainly, if this day is going to stay like this, and if we don't get a sudden reversal back to the upside, then well, it's not looking good for this index. I mean, potentially we could be aiming towards this level right here. Just let me highlight that for you guys, and that is around the 76.90 area, approximately there. Certainly on the way to this level, we could hit this 7700, but below that, if we get a nice break below the 7690, I mean, we could see some further selling activity in this index. Now, another interesting thing that I wanted to show you guys, just to approximately what level to target, if we take a draw the Fibonacci here, the Fibonacci retracement, and if we connect these lows, we can see that this is a quite nice area to watch, this 23.6 area. So then this is around the 76.60 mark, approximately there. Now we could get a test of that if we get a nice break below the 76.90 level that I've mentioned previously. Watch out for the next 76.60 area, approximately there. It could also meet the 21 EMA here as well. So initially maybe you could see a little bounce back to the upside, but then if the bears will continue to dictate this market, and we could maybe see another move lower here. So for now, just keep an eye on today's close. Let's see if it's gonna continue selling off. And like I said, the next level that we are watching here is the 7700 and the 7690 area, approximately there. So looking at the DAX, so DAX is also, I mean, also moving lower. Certainly the FTSE is moving lower a little bit more, but nevertheless, I mean, DAX is also showing us a move here to move south. Now, if this is going to continue, we are keeping an eye on close eye on these next levels. Certainly the good level to watch here would be this 12,830, approximately there. A break below that could send this even a little bit lower. Maybe even watch out for this 12,750 area, approximately there. We also have the 200 EMA approaching that level, so I mean, could be a good target to watch underneath if this doesn't reverse suddenly back to the upside. For us to become more bullish on this one, we would need to see a move back inside the rising channel formation here that we're seeing, and especially a move back above the 13,000. Now, if we do get a move here above the 13,000 and above this, back inside this rising channel formation, then keep an eye on this recent level that we've tested, the 13,135. A break above that could send this index even higher here towards this level right here at around 13,300. Certainly, for now, the sentiment is more to the downside. I mean, we are kind of trying to pull lower here, and we are getting closer to this, towards this 21 EMA. Shown here is the yellow line. Keep an eye on this level, guys. I mean, it could act as a stopping point initially, but then like I said, we do have a better lower level here at around, better support level here at around 12,830. So for now, guys, like I said, keep an eye on the downside. This could continue pushing lower, and we could, like I said, we could see a bit of nice retracement here to the downside. Looking at the US oil, now this is one of the commodities, nice break here below. It's probably gonna get touch this 21 EMA here, and let's send this commodity a little bit August time to 2017. We had a nice burst here to the upside in this morning, but then of course we reversed, and now we're currently sitting at around this level that I had highlighted, this 117.150 approximately there. Keep an eye on today's close. It will be interesting to see. I doubt that we will have another push here, another strong push higher. Was news because tomorrow we do have the US, and like I said, watch out for the activity tomorrow. Another euro pair that I wanted to touch on, guys, quickly is the euro Aussie. Now, watch out for the 155 area, and we had a nice break. We managed to touch this 200 EMA here on the daily chart, and now we've pushed higher from it, and now we're currently sitting at around 155. Certainly it's a bit tricky right now to make a call here. I mean, even though we're having this reversal right now, it's still, tomorrow it could end up moving a little bit lower again testing this 200 EMA, and then maybe eventually we could see another break. But for now, overall, I mean, looking at this picture, we are trading below this downwards moving resistance line. We are trading below this upwards moving, long-term upwards moving trend line here that started in February 2017. So to be honest, nothing looks positive for this pair. Certainly we could get a bit of retracement back to the upside here, maybe even actually a test of this downwards moving resistance line from underneath, and then reverse back down. But for now, keep a careful eye on this, because like I said, we are not far from the 200 EMA, and tomorrow we could maybe end up testing that line again. Looking at the Euro CAD, this is another one, that interesting one that I wanted to touch on, and we are within this downwards moving channel here. This was a short-term downwards moving channel. We certainly, looking at the bigger picture, if we take this, actually let's redraw this trend line, and we can see that we are trading slightly below this long-term upwards moving trend line, and that started around here, around February last year, and of course this is not looking good for the pair. We could end up pushing lower, pulling lower a little bit, but certainly today we're seeing this nice strong candle to the upside. Eventually we could get another move higher here, test this 152 area approximately there, which also coincides with the 200 EMA, and maybe slightly above we could hit this long-term upwards moving trend line and then sell off again. So for now, of course, this is the scenario, this is the idea that we've got. Maybe, like I said, we could see another push here higher, maybe a test of this 200 EMA, this 152 mark, and maybe even doesn't want to maybe touch this upwards moving trend line. Maybe just will want to reverse straight away. So for now, keep an eye on this, guys. We will probably become more bearish on this if we see a nice move here below this is 1.50 mark approximately there. If we do get a nice break here and a close below the 1.50, we could end up moving a little bit lower again, and then another good target to watch here, guys, let me just quickly mark that, would be this low here that we had in January this year, and that's approximately around the 148.250 approximately there. So for now, of course, keep an eye on this 152 mark in the short term, but then of course stay sharp, because like I said, we are still within a downtrend, this downwards moving channel. For us to become more bullish on this one, we would need to see a nice break above this trend line, this longer term upwards moving trend line, and outside and breaking this upper bound of the downwards moving channel. Let's have a look at another pair. So GBP USD, another one, a good one to watch, and we're seeing today mixed trading here. Initially this morning we thought we got close to this downwards moving resistance line. We tested it from underneath, but then quickly retraced back down, and now we are currently just slightly below this 133.90 area. So of course, as always, guys, I mean, keep an eye on today's close. Probably we're going to close in around somewhere here, but tomorrow could bring us some more news and around, especially from UK, and we could maybe we will even see a pop here. If we do see a pop here, then well, we're going to become probably more bullish, and especially if we're going to see a nice break here above this 134.55 area, approximately there. Now a break, so basically a break above this resistance line, this downwards moving resistance line, and a break above this 134.55 could open the path towards these higher levels here. A good one to watch, of course, well, watch out for this 200 EMA first, but then watch out for the 136.15. That's slightly above the 200 EMA, but if, like I said, if the buying momentum will continue strong, then we could eventually just break through this 200 EMA. And looking at, this is the first, of course, and that was the second one. So this is this is the scenario only if we're going to see a nice break above this downwards moving resistance line. If it continues to hold, well, guys, I mean, there could be some more downside for this pair, and we could eventually start breaking this level right here, this 133 mark, this round, nice, good, beautiful number of 133. We could end up breaking this one and moving a little bit lower. If we do get a move lower, then watch out for this next level here at around 132.200, approximately there. So some interesting developments here in the GBP USD, so definitely don't miss it. Looking at the USD CAD now, it continues to trade within this range here between the 129.150 and approximately the 127.300, approximately there. So we continue to trade in this range, and certainly for us to kind of become more let's say bullish on this one, we would need to see a nice break here above this triangle formation, above this upper side of the triangle formation. And if we do get a nice break here, especially above the 129.500, well, keep an eye on the psychological 130 level. I mean, that could get tested again, but that is only, of course, if we'll get a nice pop here through the upper side of this triangle. On the downside, it's quite a far wait for this one, for this pair to go and test the lower side of the triangle, but nevertheless, I mean, anything can happen. And if we do get some sort of reversal, watch out for this 127.300. A break below that could lead to a test of this lower side of the triangle formation. So for now, guys, just keep an eye, keep watching this one. This could develop into a nice trade, but probably later on. Okay, thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this session, and please join me tomorrow in my Traders Espresso at 6 o'clock GMT time, 7 o'clock British Summer Time, guys. And as always, keep an eye on the price action, guys. Thank you very much. Bye bye.